I guess a lot of you are ready for tea and all that, but I'll just take 5 minutes. Not by design, but they force me to. Uh, my name is Kirtana. I'm basically a front-end developer and a false enthusiast. So I'll be talking something that's a bit different from the talks that have happened so far, I think. So the topic was cracking India open. So I'll start off with a simple example. How many people here see video on their mobile systems, mobiles, laptops, anything? Please raise your hands. I think almost everybody. Now, how many of you download it via torrents? Be shy. Don't be shy. You know you're there. See, I see hands everywhere. Now, how many people pay for Netflix? Oh, there are a few. Okay, and how many people are planning on, how many people use Hotstar? Anybody who use, yeah, there are more. Okay, anybody planning to move to Amazon? Already on Amazon, okay. So I'll be starting off with a simple example. So Netflix started last year in 2016 January in India, and so far, even though they've not released numbers, the status is that Netflix has not done how they wanted to do in India. So they had a plan. We'll start off with the young people, the people who use their iPods or their MacBooks, and people who are interested in narcos, and then go down. And so far, after 1 year, the verdict has come out that the strategy has not worked. Only a minuscule percentage of Indian population has taken to Netflix. And that is just one single company. So why would all these people be interested in India? So I will lay out a few facts for you. Do you know how many people in India use the internet? How many people in India have access to internet? Anybody? Any guesses? No, you're extremely low. According to 2016 census, only 35% of India has internet access. 35. The amount of Indian users on Facebook as of 2016 is 195 million. 195 million in a country with 1.2 billion people, and it is still overtaken USA. So that is the potential of growth we have in India. Only almost 15% are still, really interested and into it. So that is why we still have 85% or almost 70% left. And so if you consider all the people nearby, people in Bangladesh, people in Pakistan, or people anywhere near in South Asia, you're looking at almost 1 billion people set to join, and that is probably in 2020 or 2025, 10 years, 5 years. And if the IoT revolution happens as it is planned, you're looking at a huge number of connections in the infrastructure that we are happening. And we have to think, are we ready for this? Are we ready for such huge numbers of internet or user consumption in India? So another thing is, so we are talking about all these users. How can we tap into that? How can we make something as developers which catches the eye of the average Indian consumer? So I'll go back to the example I started off with. Why did Netflix not get it while Hotstar got it? So any ideas? Any one single idea? Yeah, please. Content, yes, content is a huge thing. So Netflix, as far as I do know, has only a limited selection of their original series and series in English. And only a minuscule percentage of our population actually has interest in it. The earlier mentioned urban elite. So in India, if you want to win India with it's almost 22 official languages, you need content in local languages. You need things that people understand and relate with. That is why when the Uber CEO, he came recently, and the first thing he did, one of the first things he did, was he went and saw Sachin Tendulkar. And he made that a huge PR stunt. Because every Indian, no matter who he is, caste, creed, whatever, Salman Khan fan or SRK fan, he will be a cricket fan. So cricket is one major PR point for everybody that people can use. So as developers or as people who sell technology for a trade or for a living, it is our duty as well to think about the user experience or how we can sell our product. There is a worrying statistics that has come out. Even though the government is promoting startups so much, not just the Kerala government, but the the national government, the central government is promoting startups, Digital India and everything. But do you know, for every 100 startups which start in India, less than 10 of them actually succeed, or very few of them make it to the top stage. Why? Because we need consumers. We need to make things that people will consume. Your bottom line has to be met no matter what. So there are a few things that we do need to keep in mind when we develop for India. We need to develop for our climate. We need to develop for the tastes of the people who get in. And we have to also develop considering the scale at which it can go in. So I just wanted to spend the few minutes I had to get these few points out to people who are going to be developers of tomorrow and today. So I hope it was a bit of a think piece. Thank you all. These are my contact details. And thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kirtana. Have you ever thought of joining politics? I'll vote for you. All right.